the legal age to be an adult. To be honest, I don't really feel like an adult. I don't know how to do taxes, pay bills, or even make sure I eat food sometimes. And the government just throws you into adulthood like, alright, you just graduated high school. Go find what you want to do for the remaining 60 years of your life and figure out that tax thing, because we're not going to help you. Like, what? I was just playing video games all day in the house a few years ago, and now I gotta figure out what job I want to do for the remaining time I have on this earth? That's wild. I really do miss the old times when life was much simpler and I didn't have to stress about college or getting a job. It was really the golden age. So let's take a little walk through memory lane for us Gen Z kids. Okay, let's start this off strong. Silly bands. I know you all remember these. These were so goated back in the day. People would be wearing them all the time on their wrists and be flexing them like they just walked out of Icebox all iced out. Kids at my school would always be trading them with each other too. Hey, I'll trade you my dolphin for your T-Rex. Psh, you guys have the lame silly bands. Check this one out. Whoa, yours glows in the dark? Bro, if you had that glow in the dark silly band, you were the coolest kid in 3rd grade. Everybody would want to trade you for it, but ain't no way I'm trading that away. It's too cool.
Ain't gonna happen.
Let's talk about toys now. Back in the day, your boy was playing with Legos, Transformers, Hot Wheels, Tech Decks, Bakugan, Beanie Boos, Pokemon cards, and Beyblades, bro. But my favorites were definitely the Pokemon cards, Beyblades, and Lego. My brother and I would buy Pokemon card packs and those tins, and we would have Pokemon card battles together and trade them with our friends. Of course, we didn't know how to play. Like, who actually used energy cards to play? Psh, weirdo. We would also use a pen to draw on the Pokemon cards to change the damage of the card, which was stupid because we were just ruining the cards. We would also have Beyblade tournaments with each other on a Beyblade stadium, and we would be playing for our Beyblades like all day.
3, 2, 1, let it rip!
We were playing with them on the slide and blocking other kids from using the slides, which was really sad. Now with Legos, we weren't really balling, so I never really had any sets, but playing with the minifigures was really fun with my friends. Hopefully someone knows about these. Yeah, these were so goated, bro. I just remember letting these rip with my friends in the school hallways back in elementary, and it was so fun watching them go, and we would even set up jousts with them. Now onto video games. Now growing up, we didn't really have internet at home, but we did have this old chunky computer, and I faintly remember playing Solitaire, Minesweeper, and 3D Pinball on that piece of junk. But when my brother and I finally got our first laptop, which was a Windows Vista, it was awesome. We discovered Flash games, and we would spend a majority of our time playing them on Miniclip, Y8, cool math games. It was great. My personal favorites were Super Smash Flash, Super Mario 63, Learn to Fly, Boxhead, and Gravity Guy. Even at school, when I finished my homework early, my teacher would let me play on the computer, and I would hop on Kids Picks.
Kid Picks, come on and play with Kid Picks.
Or Math Circus and mess around in those games. I don't know if anyone else would do this, but they had games on Facebook, so I'd play a lot of those games all the time too. Later on, we would get a DSi XL, and we had one of those R4 cards that had like a bunch of games that we would play on there. Here's a few of them. Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Bros, and Pokemon Pearl being my favorites. I was the biggest Mario Kart and Mario Party sweat and would destroy all my friends in those games. Friendships would be broken over these games. And of course, I would stay up playing on the DS, and when my mom would check up on me in the middle of the night, I would quickly close the DS and hide it under my pillow and pretend that I was asleep. And when she left, I would go right back to playing. Your boy thought he was slick. And don't get me started on the Wii. Bro, that was the most goated console. It had bangers after bangers after bangers on it. My top games being Mario Bros. Wii and Kirby's Return to Dreamland. These two games are unmatched. Another thing is, bro, I swear I was like a pioneer of the iPad kid, cause I had an iPad mini and I would be glued to it 24/7. I would bring it to my friend's house and we'd play Roblox and Minecraft Pocket Edition together. And the games that we played on Roblox were Natural Disasters, Welcome to Robloxia, Stop It Slender, Obbies, and Tycoons. You know, like all the OG stuff. And I remember fondly of us shitting our pants playing Roblox Slenderman and throwing our iPads because of how scary that game was. My friend also had a PS3 and PS4, so we would run up some Black Ops Zombies and multiplayer together. Bro, Black Ops Zombies was the scariest shit ever back in the day. We'd be shaking in our boots after the loading screen finished, and you'd hear that one sound. Yeah, that sound sent shivers down every 10-year-old spines back in the day. The video games kids play nowadays can't compare.
That's why he's the GOAT!
Moving on, let's talk about some TV shows. Now, I used to wake up at 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning, and after I did all my morning stuff, I would pour up a bowl of cereal and watch some television. Your boy was watching all the best TV shows. Here's a list of them. My favorite shows being iCarly, SpongeBob, Beyblade, Regular Show, Arthur, and Total Drama Island. I remember watching some iCarly, SpongeBob, and Pokemon before I was off to school, and after school would end, I would come back home and watch some Arthur. Your boy also watched some anime back in the day like Naruto, Attack on Titan, One Piece, Fairy Tail, and as I grew older, I saw TV programs discontinuing these shows and the newer gen shows started to take over and it was just meh. The new shows they make now all suck. Please bring back the older shows. Please.
Bro, please. It's been a year, Daddy. Why are you doing I really miss you.
Let's talk about some board games now. When was the last time you even played a board game? Probably a good amount of time ago. I played a lot of board games growing up. The GOATs being Monopoly, Candyland, and Sorry. I remember playing Monopoly 1v1s with my brother and he would just straight up cheat. I would leave to go to the bathroom and my bro would just start stealing money from the bank while I was in the bathroom. I was straight up getting duped. And man, the power you felt when you owned Boardwalk and Park Place, you were truly a global threat and not to be messed with. Candyland and Sorry, I played with my friends and man did those games get heated, especially with Sorry. Swear to God, when we played that game, it was an all-out war zone of just rage, of just booting each other back to the start, but like the fun kind of rage. Let's talk about YouTubers now. I used to watch Smosh videos way back in the day, like all the time. I love their skits so much. And of course, we can't forget about the Minecraft YouTuber era. Man, that time of YouTube was so goated. Coming home from school and watching all these Minecraft YouTubers was truly one of the most memorable times of my childhood. And one of my all-time favorite YouTubers ever has to go to Vanoss Gaming. Man, their videos were hilarious back in the day, and I find myself going back to watch their older videos from time to time just to relive the good old days. YouTube nowadays is filled with some horrible content, just to list a few. Oh shit, how did that get there? Anyways, but who punches babies as a prank, bruh?
What?
The last thing we'll discuss is snacks. Back in elementary, I would pack myself some cereal in a Ziploc bag, or I would bring some Sky Flakes to school. Your boy was struggling in the snack department, but it was okay, cause I would be leeching snacks from my friends when I was at school. Here's a bunch of snacks I would be munching on way back in the day. The top 3 snacks had to be Rice Krispies, Gushers, and Goldfish. These snacks were the top dogs. Unfortunately, a lot of these snacks don't hit the same anymore as I grew up more, and are kind of just straight up nasty, not gonna lie. But they were good while they lasted for my 10-year-old self. But another honorary mention that I liked were Lunchables. I never had one myself, but I would always see my friends have them and be hella jealous of them and ask if I could have some, and they were pretty bussin' from my memory. Anyways, growing up in the early 2000s was truly a magical time. I hope I helped unlock some memories that were vaulted in the deep depths of your brains. And if you guys want a part 2, please let me know, cause there's still some more things I didn't include or else we'd be here all day. But I hope you enjoyed and go eat a Lunchable or something. Gen Z Nostalgia Part 2. Now, I know some of you guys been waiting for this, and I had lots of fun making the first part and reminiscing on my childhood myself, so here's the sequel. Okay, first thing on the list are 3D glasses. Now, I don't know if this was just exclusive to my school, but at some point in time, kids started bringing their 3D glasses to school and wearing them throughout the day to show off to other kids. And to be honest with you, my 6-year-old self thought they looked so damn cool, man. So I joined the hype and started bringing my own pair to school too, thinking I was the next fashion icon of some sorts. Lil bro really thought he was Virgil. Like, I swear I had drip of those 3D glasses, man. They were like the beta test for the clout goggles. Next, let's talk about going to the grocery store with your mom. So most people have been to the grocery store with their mom, and you know, your mom would actually be shopping and looking around for items, while your 5-year-old self is busy exploring and wandering off around the store. And after a few minutes of wandering around, you would lose sight of your mom and you would start to panic and look around in every single aisle. And you wouldn't see her at all, and then you would begin to get scared. This happened to me before, and I was literally on the verge of tears trying to find where my mom went. I damn near thought my life was about to be over. But eventually, after being traumatized for a good 5 minutes, you'd find her and be relieved and happy nothing bad happened. Some of these parents would do this on purpose, and as someone who's personally went through this, it wasn't funny. Then you got the time where you'd be in the cashier line and your mom would want to get another item, so she would leave the line to go find it, and the cashier would scan all your items super fast and be like, okay, so how would you like to pay? Oh, no, I don't have any money. My mom will be back, I swear.
Hey,
Let's cut this shit off, bro.
I gotta
cut the shit the fuck off.
Like, this had me stressing, man, because how was I gonna cough up all that money to pay for all that? But eventually she would come back and it would be a huge relief. These adults just like messing around with kids. The next thing we'll talk about is music. Now, I can guarantee you that we all go back to listen to music that was popping back in like the 2000s or 2010s. And dude, they just had so many banger songs back in the day on the radio. Like, there are way too many to list. We have Call Me Maybe, Fireflies, Hey There Delilah, The Cup Song, Rude, Safe and Sound, Counting Stars, Baby, What Makes You Beautiful. Like, there's too many songs to list in one video. Like, I'm sorry if I didn't name your favorite song. But yeah, music in this era definitely hit different, and the radio was actually playing good songs rather than complete garbo songs like Astronaut in the Ocean. Like, who's listening to Astronaut in the Ocean, bruh? I also listened to some older music back in the day too, like songs from ABBA, The Beatles, Louis Armstrong, Whitney Houston, Bob Marley, and Bill Withers. And this was because my music class teacher, he would play these older songs on his piano, and as a class we'd sing those songs. And they were straight bangers too. Nowadays I find myself listening to these songs and it just reminds me of the days in the past and brings a lot of good memories that I've experienced. The next thing we'll talk about is school shenanigans.